Hey everyone, Anthony Scott here at ToyHypeUSA.com. Today I am taking a look at Mattel's newly released Turtles of Grayskull, Clamp and Ninjor figures, which are available now. Special shout out and thank you to site sponsor BigBadToyStore for sending these figures along for review. It's greatly appreciated. To buy these and additional offerings, please use our hyperlinks off of ToyHypeUSA.com. Just click. We would greatly appreciate that. Or you could use the links right in the YouTube description below. The figures are packaged on the standard blister card, and it's the same type of blister card we've seen throughout the Turtles of Grayskull line for the most part. You have the Turtles of Grayskull text, you have their names, you have images of snakes around there, you have the figures on inside the plastic trays there, and you have the Masters of the Universe and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo, as well as the Mattel logo right there on the bottom. Here is a look at the back of the packaging. The artwork on top looks phenomenal. Mattel has always done a great job with selecting the artists. There's also a description just below the artwork there and a look at the rest of the wave. Here is a look at the sheet of instructions showing which parts can be removed and interchangeable with other origin style figures. Last week in my review of Leonardo and Michelangelo, I went through this Turtles of Grayskull Blood of the Dragon mini comic, which was also included with those two figures. These are the same as what's been offered with the other two figures, and I'm going to show you guys this mini comic in this review as well. On the cover, you have Ninjor, you have all four of the turtles, and you have Mechanic. On the back, you have a look at all four figures offered in this wave. And here is your look at the mini comic. Ninjor's instructions on the back of the packaging specifies that he removes his clothes and basically behold the dragon. So underneath this outfit here, he's been hiding what he truly is. Michelangelo, I have the turtle power, using the power of Grayskull. And here is a look at the back of the page. If you look at this final panel, it says the end, the turtles return home. But Mattel told me at New York Toy Fair 2025 that Turtles of Grayskull will be continuing. I don't know if the mini comics will be continuing. We'll just have to wait and see. But there are characters that have been featured throughout these mini comics that have not been offered in this line. So I hope to see more figures from that. Here is your in-hand look at Clamp and Ninjor. Clamp featuring more new tooling compared to Ninjor. And I'm going to show you guys a lot of the figures that have already used a lot of this tooling. For Clamp, I believe that the torso is new, as is the chest armor. I believe the legs. I think this part here, the belt, is reused from previous figures, but I did have trouble matching it. I believe the boots are also reused as well, and as well as this knee pad here. I'm pretty sure that is reused, but I'm not 100% positive. The arms are reused as well, clearly from other origin style figures, as are the bracelets. The shoulder and forearm guards are also reused for some previously offered figures, and I'm going to show you guys a couple of those figures in this review as well. The head sculpt for Clamp is also new, and I have his previously offered figure I'm going to compare that with. Here is a look at all sides for you guys. Here is a look at the back. Ninjor is given a new head, new armor, a new belt, new forearms, and new hands. At least I believe that the forearms and the hands are new. And here is a look at all sides. On the head, there's a lot of great sculpted detail featuring this likeness of the dragon, and I think they really did a nice job on this. This is definitely something special here. The forearms and hands have sculpted texture, which is nicely done. Here is a look at the back. The jaw is hinged, which is a nice surprise, and you can see the interior of the mouth. The articulation is standard for the line, and Ninjor is given a hinged mouth, which most characters, or I don't think any other character has been given a hinged mouth. So that is something new. They both have ball-jointed head sculpts, swivel hinge shoulders, swivel hinge elbows, swivel hinge wrists, swivel waists, ball-jointed hips, swivel hinge knees, hinged boots or hinged calves, hinged and rocker ankles. And that is basically standard for the line. Clamp Champ comes in a number of different colors, including a dark blue torso there with dark blue pants, and that is given sculpted details, which you guys should be able to see on camera. He also includes some green armor with some dark metallic gray right here on the sides. The bracelets are metallic silver. The boots are a dark metallic gray. The knee pad is green and light gray. And the head sculpt, nicely done facial details. Let's take a closer look at that. As I said before, the head sculpt is all new, and we're going to compare it. Here is a look at the back of the armor. This piece here, this belt with these details, this is dark gray. That's given a metallic wash as well. Here is a closer look at the front, and there's some green right around here on the bottom. In addition to the armor, which happens to be removable, he also comes with this new clamp with the head looking like a snake, as you can see with the eyes and the shape of the mouth. It's painted in a light green with dark gray and metallic silver. Here is another pose, this time with the mouth more closed. Here is a comparison of Clamp Champ with this previously offered figure. As I specified, the head sculpt is new, and here's a look at the various difference between the figures. Here is a look at the back. He also shares some armor with He-Man, including the shoulder and forearm armor, and the knee armor is also reused from He-Man. Earlier on in the video, I specified that this armor is probably reused. Well, it turns out it is shared with He-Man. Here is a look at the back. Ninjor is given a lot of reuse, as I specified earlier on in the video, and I'm going to show you guys which parts are reuse, comparing with other figures. What is new are the forearms and hands, the armor, as well as the head sculpt, and the necklace around his neck here, which has 2 spikes. All of that is new. Every other part is reuse, including the wings. And here is a look at the back. Ninjor comes in translucent purple plastic, red, black. He has a metallic silver belt buckle, and his head sculpt is given black and beige with the mouth featuring kind of like a light purple, maybe pink, and light gray teeth, which are very nice. The eyes on the head are red, and here is closer look at that. You guys to see that. Very nicely done. Here is a look at the back. On the back of the head, you see these 2 horns here. Ninjor includes a sword and a neck extension piece, and here is a look at that. Here is another pose. The sword can also be stored on his back, and here's a closer look at that. The wings are reused from Hordak, and they didn't bother painting these parts on the inside of the wings, so there's a difference there. The wings are also a little bit of a brighter red compared to Hordak's. Here is a look at the back of the wings. Just note, both figures are leaning only because they have trouble standing. Here is a comparison with Ninjor. Note that the crest on his chest is smaller compared to the one to Ninjor's. Here is a comparison with Viper. You'll notice that the shoulders, the hips, as well as the ankles are reuse. The feet are reuse from Cartoon Collection Webster. Here is a comparison of all 4 figures offered in this line, which also includes Leonardo and Michelangelo. Overall, both Ninjor and Clamchamp look great. You guys are definitely going to want to add these to your collection. Please use the hyperlinks off of ToyHypeUSA.com or the links in the YouTube description to BigBadToyStore before you buy. We would greatly appreciate that in advance. I am Anthony Scott. Thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for more news and reviews.